Hello everyone and welcome to this week's tutorial. Today I am going to be doing a unicorn design. So I decided to do a base ombre. So grab any two colours you want really. My two favourite colours to use together are pink and purple or pink and blue, but I've decided to go with a pink and purple today. So shake your polish colours up really well. And on one side, paint your first colour, about halfway. And on the other side, paint your second colour about halfway. Doesn't have to be exact. Now it's up to you. You can either use a clean brush with this. I always use the same brush and just clean it really well before I dip it back in. But what I'm going to do, I'll show you what I'm doing with the polish. I'm actually wiping all the excess off. I don't want to introduce any more polish and make it too thick, so wipe all the excess off, and then starting from one side, just up and down. Wipe your brush if it gets too much, and we're just going to do this left and right until it's blended. And I drop the hair on there. There we go. If it overlaps a little bit, and don't stress, we're going to do another layer. A little bit of fluff out. There we go. And you're back on there. Why? Alright, so doesn't have to be perfect for a first layer. Cure that. Okay, so our first layer is all cured. Let's do the exact same thing with a second layer. Halfway on one side. And then with our second layer, halfway on the other. Alright, when it gets to about this stage, I like to go up and down and then slowly start moving it to the middle. You can see I'm just going back and forth. Again and again and again. There's no quick way to do this. It just takes a lot of patience and blending. Slowly wiggle your brush a couple mils to the left and the right as you go. You can see some bits look a bit streakier than others, so what I can do, add a little bit more pink. And then from the right, not our left, from the right side, slowly start stroking your brush up and down, and then move over to your right. If you stuff it up and you get any like patchy parts, that's fine. You can just keep blending it out. Now I'm gonna blend it a little bit more here. But otherwise, I don't want to touch that too much. I mean, yeah, pretty happy with the way that looks. So let's cure that again. Okay, so our second coat is fully cured. Depending on the polish and the colors you're using, you may need to do a third coat. I'm going to leave it. And I'm going to grab our pack of unicorn decals. I wanted to use a white matte because I'm going to matte this design out. You can use any decal or any color you like. I just really love the way the matte white ones look. So let's peel one off Usually when I use these decals, I wipe the inhibition layer off so it's not tacky, because I like to press down, but I'm going to add some glitter to this, so I'm actually just going to be really careful, and I'm not going to wipe that inhibition layer off. Go place it in the middle and then just pat it down best you can. Okay, we are all stuck. I'm going to grab our fairy pigment. Grab a little brush. Yeah. Any brush will do, really. Let's go for my old. This is just my blending brush that I use. And just adding just a little bit to the corners. You don't have to, but I feel like this adds something special to it. Oh, what I will add to it actually, now that I'm thinking of it, is I print out, or I actually cut out tiny little stars that I add. Some design I love adding these little extras to it. I find these just make it pop just a little bit more. So let's add one there. And let's add another little one there. Alright. You can see it slides around a little bit. This is why I always wipe the inhibition layer off. But because I wanted to add the pigment to it, I decided to risk it and not wipe it, but it's fine. We can just pat it down. Alright, next step. I always use a builder in a bottle. If you top coat over it, you're going to feel all the little lumps and bumps, especially if your decal isn't flush, you're going to feel that. So make sure everything's flat. Grab a builder in a bottle or a builder gel. I use the Nail Perfect Ridge Filling Base Gel. It is perfect consistency. It is self-leveling. And it just works with absolutely everything. So encapsulate your entire design. And you can see it looks pretty nice in a gloss as well. Get you in focus there. So make sure you're all even. If you have like tiny, you can see the light here on his mane, it's poking up a tiny bit, and don't stress about that. We'll cure that for 30 seconds. Okay, we're back and cured. I'm going to get you to wipe your inhibition layer off with some gel cleanser. Once that is dry, have a bit of a feel. It is mainly smooth, so what I'm going to do, because it is pretty smooth, I'm not going to use a file. I am just going to use a 180 grit sponge buffer. So I'm going to give that a quick buff all over. If it felt really, really bumpy, you can always add a second layer of gel and then cure it again before you buff it. Okay, so I have finished buffing that off camera and just cleaned up the shape a little bit. Wipe it again with your gel cleanser just to get all the little bits of dust off. It's up to you at this stage if you wanted to do a gloss or a matte. As I mentioned, I'm going to do a matte, so I'm using my upvoted matte no wipe top coat. So grab your favorite top coat. Make sure it's even. It's a little bit hard for me to see what I'm doing through the camera, but we'll give that a cure. Alright, so we are fully cured. Let's have a quick look at our progress. Right, perfect. So you've got your pink side, your purple side, and then you've got the little bits of your fairy pigment, your chrome, or whatever glitters you wanted to use. And then you've got your little matte sparkles as well. I'm going to go one step further and add some rosaline crystals to them. The rosaline crystals are like this gorgeous shade of baby pink, and they are my favorite pearls to use. I do have a couple of the pearls as well, including like the pearl white. I like the flat pearls in this color, and the color I'm using is, the size I'm using, sorry, is an SS10. So I'm going to grab my pickup tool, and I'm basically just going to, with some glue, I'm just dotting where I want these pearls. And to add to that, I'm going to put some crystals. So this is my crystal SS7. Same thing, I'm just going to dot. And if anyone's wondering what glue I'm using, I literally just use like any type of nail glue or dip glue. So the glue that comes with your dip powder is perfect because it already comes with a brush and you can just pop it wherever you like. I found that glue works really well over a matte top coat. It dries really well, it holds really well. I rarely have an issue with really it coming off at all. Let's grab some SS3s actually. Where are our SS3s? So I've realized I only have my SS3 ABs in stock. Well, actually on my table, but upon further consideration, I thought, nah, let's just sort of keep it really simple. I mean, you could tuck another little pearl and some crystals there, but actually kind of really digging the way this looks. And these crystals are pretty secure as well once they're fully dry. If you are using like an SNS glue or any type of dip system glue, just rub a little bit of the activator along top your glue and it will set it instantly. So I hope you all enjoyed this design. Let's have a look there. Yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this design and I hope some of these tips were really useful. You can use, like I said, any color decal, any style of decal. Be creative. This is a really good way to encapsulate and use your decals over gel polish because these decals are thicker because they are a vinyl. Most people use them encapsulated in acrylic. Do it this way and you can encapsulate it with just a regular builder gel. And the little bling as well adds a very cute little pop of bling. The bling adds a pop of bling. That's my English for this week. I hope you all enjoyed this week's tutorial. Make sure you tune in again next week. I will send you out another tutorial and I hope you all have a lovely weekend. If you would like to recreate this, again, our hashtag on Instagram is #UnicornLabNailSupply. I would love to see your recreations. See you all next week. Bye.